Hello, guys. Welcome to Book Review 360. Guys, this is a very useful podcast. In this podcast, we will be talking about phrasal verbs. Okay, remember, phrasal verbs are very useful tool to improve your English language. You sound a bit native, okay, when you use phrasal verbs. So these podcasts will be divided into 30 minutes each, and the benefit is that I will be repeating the important phrasal verbs and also their sentences so that you can also listen to these while you're out for a walk or you are out for a run or before sleeping. You can just start this half hour podcast, and you will automatically learn the phrasal verbs. Okay, so starting off with alphabet A, the number one is act up. Okay, act up means to misbehave. Act up means to misbehave. Act up means to misbehave. Example, I think the reason he's acting up is because his parents are going through a painful divorce. Okay, now he's suffering through a very sort of trauma. Okay, his parents are going through a divorce, so he's misbehaving, he's acting up. Okay, that's the reason he's misbehaving or he's acting up. Second sentence could be if she doesn't stop acting up, or you could say if she doesn't stop misbehaving, I am going to have to call her parents. Like the principal in school could say that if she doesn't stop acting up or if she doesn't stop misbehaving, he will have to call her parents. Okay, so the second is add up. Okay, now add up means to make sense. Okay, add up means to make sense. Add up means to make sense. Example, he says he wants to run Frankfurt Marathon next year, but all he does is lie on the couch eating junk. It doesn't add up. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Okay, like if he wants to run a marathon, then he should be exercising regularly daily, but he is lying on the couch all day and eating junk. So it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. I mean, he can't run marathon like that. Another sentence could be now it adds up. Like now it makes sense. You were cheating on me the whole time. Now, of course, a girlfriend found something about the boyfriend, and uh, he was caught with another girl. So the girlfriend says that now it adds up. Now it makes sense. You were cheating on me the whole time. Next is answer to. Answer to means answer to answer. Uh, answer to means to fit or match a description or name. Okay, to fit or match a description or name. Example, does anyone who works here answer to the name of Gertrude? Now we could use it like, does anyone who works here matches the name of Gertrude? Now we can say that the somebody is asking that, hey, all of you folks who are working, does anybody match the description of the name of Gertrude? Okay, so answer to means to fit or match a description or name. Another example could be, sorry, I don't know of anyone who answers to that description. Like if you go to the market and you say to somebody that, okay, did you saw all the like fat tall man, and the person replies that, no, I don't know of anyone who answers to that description or who matches that description. I mean, I don't know anyone who is, I didn't see anyone who is tall and fat, so I don't know anyone who answers to that description. Next is ask for. Ask for means to provoke and deserve punishment. Ask for means to provoke and deserve punishment. Example, you are asking for trouble if you keep misbehaving like that. Like if you don't behave and you keep acting like that and you keep misbehaving, then you are asking for trouble. That is, you are asking for severe punishment. I mean, if you keep on misbehaving, you'll be punished. So don't say later that why I was treated like this. You asked for it. You were misbehaving. Second is, why did you shout at her? She asked for it. Like if you say to somebody that why did you shout at her, and you could say that she asked for it, or alternatively you could say that she deserved it. Okay, she provoked me. Okay, that's why I shout at her. She asked for it. Okay, she deserved this. Next is back off. Back off means to withdraw or retreat. Back off means to withdraw or retreat. Example, you don't know when to back off. Can't you see how much you have upset her? Now if you have upset somebody, you have to retreat or withdraw for the time being, because you might elicit extreme reactions from from the one you have upset. Okay, so and a sentence could be, you don't know when to back off. You should let her be, because you have upset her too much. Okay, so back off means to withdraw or retreat. Another example could be, I would back off it if I were you. You could lose a lot of money. Like if you're in a casino and you have lost some money, then you need to back off. You need to put yourself back, otherwise you could lose more money. Okay, so one should know when to back off. One should know when to reserve themselves from acting further like that. Okay, so we studied back off. Now we are going to study back out. Back out. Back out, right? Back out means to change your mind and not do what you had previously promised or intended to do. Okay, back out means to change your mind and not do what you had previously promised or intended to do. Like you promised to somebody that you will go to the market and buy them some candies, or you but later on you change your mind and you don't do it. You don't go to the market and buy them candies. It means that you backed out of your promise. Example: John has put his name down for the ski trip, but had to back out at the last minute when he hurt his leg. Okay, so he committed that he would go for the ski trip, but when his leg was hurt, he had to back out. He had to change his mind. And previously, even though he had intended to go on the skiing trip, but he had to back out. He had to change his mind because his leg was hurt. Another example could be, sorry, you signed the contract. It's too late to back out now. Now you signed a contract with somebody to purchase a house, and you have made partial payment. So the contractor says that now you can't back out. Even if you don't like the house, it's too late for you. You have signed the contract, so it's too late to back out or to change your mind now, because you had previously promised to buy the house, and you also entered into a contract. So back out and pull out are synonyms. Okay, you could also use pull out instead of back out in a sentence. Back out and pull out are synonyms. Another is backup. Next is backup. Backup means to help or support. Okay, to help. Backup means to help or support or agree. Example: you need to find a little more evidence to back up your theory. I mean, if I'm proposing a theory, like I'm saying that the moral backup, moral basically integration in a society is directly linked to suicide rates in the society. If the society has moralistic tendencies, then fewer suicides are committed. Now if you say this to somebody, then somebody says back to you that you need to find a little more evidence to back up your theory. I mean, you need evidence that in particular case, I mean, if somebody was not adherent to moral values, then he committed suicide. So you need the help and support of some facts and statistics. You need to back up your theory, or any other claim that you're making. Another example could be, believe me, I tried my best. John will back me up. He was there the whole time. So if you're going somewhere, if you're going for a dangerous trip, and your parents are basically asking you not to go there, so you tell them that, believe me, I tried my best to convey John, and he will back me up. He will go with me. He will help and support me. So he was there the whole time, previous time also. So my friend will back me up to go there. He will help and support me. Next is be after. Be after means to want to have or get. I mean, you want to have something or you want to get something. Don't believe a word he says. He is only after your money. Okay, so be after means to want to have something. So don't believe in him. Don't believe him. He's just lying, and he's only after your money. He's only after your money. He wants to get your money. It connotes some cheating, the element of cheat. Okay, somebody is going to cheat, and he's only after your property or money. Next example could be, I am after an unusual present for my wife. Do you have any ideas? So in the second sense, it might not mean cheat. Okay, it says that I am after an unusual present. That is, I want to get an unusual present for my wife. I am after an unusual present for my wife. I want to get an unusual present for my wife. Do you have any ideas? So be after mean to want to have. For example, you want to have somebody's money, or you want to get something like a dress for your wife. Next is to be cut out for. To be cut out for. To be cut out for means to be good enough for. To be cut out for means to be good enough for. Example, she is not quite cut out for the job as a teacher. She knows her stuff but cannot keep control of the class. Like if a teacher cannot control the kids in a class, even if she knows her subject, then she can't be a good teacher. She cannot be good enough for the teaching job. So she is not cut out for the teaching job. Okay, she is not cut out for the job as a teacher. It means that she is not good enough for the job as a teacher because she does not have the requisite skills. Another example could be, if anyone is cut out to be a leader, it's him. You could say that if anyone is good enough, or if anyone has to be a leader, if anyone is cut out to be a leader, if anybody has the characteristics of a leader, then it's him. He has charisma or sort of things. So you could use to cut out for to to describe that somebody has those attributes. He is good enough to be somebody. Okay, somebody is not good enough to be a teacher, and somebody is good enough to be a leader. Be in for means be in for. Be in for means a surprise is coming. You will soon have a surprise. Example, he is in for a shock if he thinks he can stroll in late every day. Like if you're going to the office late every day, and you think that it's okay, well, that's not okay. Someday you might get the wrath of your boss, and you might be even fired from the office. So you have to be prepared for a surprise. A surprise is coming. You have to he's in for a shock. You have to be in for a surprise. That is, you have to be prepared for a surprise. Okay, he's in for a shock means he has to be prepared for a surprise. Another example could be, you believe that you can pass your exams without doing any work. Well, let me tell you that you are in for a surprise. That is, you are in for a you are in for a means you have to be ready for a surprise. Okay, you have to be ready for a surprise. So you can't pass the exam without working hard. If you think that you can pass the exam without working hard, well, let me tell you that you are in for a surprise. I mean, you will fail the exam. So that will be a surprise for you. An alternative is to be in for a shock. I mean, you are in for a can also be used within an extended form, like you are in for a shock. Okay, what is coming is usually unpleasant. So in for means that something, a surprise could be bad or good. Okay, whereas if you use in for a shock, it necessarily means that what something that is coming is unpleasant, like you will fail the exam or your boss will fire you. Be not on. Be not on means to be unacceptable. Be not on means to be unacceptable. Example, your behavior is just not on, or you can do that, it's you can't do that, it's not just on. Like if you go to a party and you are in your jeans. Okay, you are in a dinner, you have gone to a dinner and you are in your jeans. Well, that's something unacceptable in a society. Okay, you have to be in like bow ties and all that stuff. So your behavior is just not on. Okay, you can't do that, it's not just on. So it is unacceptable according to the norms of the society. Okay, you can't do that. I mean, it's not illegal. Something is not illegal if you say that it's not on, but it's unacceptable in a society. Okay, next is be up to. Be up to means to be good enough. Okay, be up to means to be good enough. Example, I'm thinking for applying to be a project leader, but I'm not sure if I am up to it. Like, I'm not sure if I'm good enough to take on the job of a project leader. Okay, so to be good enough, to be up to somebody, be up to something means to be good enough. Like if you think that you have leadership skills, then you can say that I am up for I have the skills to be up for a project leader. Or you could say that another example could be, she wants to be a concert musician, but I'm afraid she is not up to it. Like, she is not good enough to be a concert musician. This expression is more usual in the negative. So she is not up. When you're using this word that she is not up for it, it means that you are not good enough. I mean, it does not denote positive connotations. It's usually used in the negative sense. I mean, somebody does not have the skills to do it. Next is be up means to be wrong. what is up with him today? Like, what is wrong with him today? Did he have, has he been into an accident? Like, be up means to be wrong. Be up means to be wrong. What is wrong with him today? Okay, what is up with him today? You can say what is up with him today means what is wrong with him today. Another example could be, she hasn't spoken to me for the last 3 days. I think something is up. I mean, something is wrong, you would say. Okay, I mean, something is up means something is wrong. Something is wrong with him. She haven't spoken to me for 3 days. Bear with means to be patient or to wait. Example, you will have to bear with him for a while. He has been having a hard time. Now, if somebody has been in a hard time, like they have been going through a divorce, then you have to give them some time. You have to be patient. You have to wait if they are, if they are acting like, acting out of normal. Okay, if they are in anger or sort of thing, so you have to wait. Bear with means to be patient, to wait. Example could be, bear with me, I'll be ready for you in a minute. You could say that, bear with me, like wait for me, I'll be ready for you in a minute. You can use this verb as a noun, like a rip off. You can use this verb as a noun, like a rip off. A rip off means to wait. I guess that's enough for now. If you like this video, then do give a thumbs up, and do mention in the comments as to how you would want me to improve this podcast, so that it will improve your learning skills. Do you want me to go make the videos for longer duration? Do you want me to be a bit slower or a bit faster, and stuff like that? Okay, so for more, do comment in the videos. Thanks for watching.